Sports, a special. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Hardaway, and it's McDermott, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1 spot.
And that's his forte. Crabbe with perfect shot mechanics and tremendous range on that 3.
Kanter against Mozgov. Hardaway with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Lin. Goes back up. And Okafor with the layup.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Ntilikina. Defended by Lin. Lets a floater go. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Kanter. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Crabbe, good.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Knocked away. Mozgov with the steal. Here's the break. Jumps up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And how about the big Russian, Timofey Mozgov, a good, solid contributor when healthy.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this. He's off on the second.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems, both on and off the floor.
And Okafor slams it in.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now let's find out what head coach Jeff Hornacek had to say to David Aldridge. DA.
Well, Kevin, he didn't outright say he was satisfied with his defense, but he did say that offense was important tonight. He told me numbers 1, 2, and 3 on our list are getting good movement, good looks, and making some shots. That's our focus. We'll see if they can make that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Nice job, David. Thanks. So, guys, they're focusing on the offensive end here early.
And that means we could be in for a good one. If they really do execute like Coach wants them to, this could be a high-scoring affair.
Concentrating on offense doesn't mean fast break or open court action. Sometimes it's just about running plays and getting the best possible shot with each possession.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Mozgov with the steal. Here's Russell. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Knicks.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
Shot clock at 6. McDermott for 3. And it's Lin with the rebound. And the Nets with possession. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Crabbe, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Kanter. Rebounded by the Nets. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Playing on the road always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
I just like their confidence. Even when they did miss, it felt like that's the shot they were designing to get, so it never seemed to faze them.
There's a screen by Cantor. They set the pick. McDermott kicks to Cantor. That shot off.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. He's missing a ton of shots.
And that one's good. Russell.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And no issues with how they played. I mean, the problem simply is they just couldn't finish.
Maybe the post-game comments will be about playing a 50-minute game. They could have used 2 more minutes in this one.
Here's McDermott. Banked in off the glass. McDermott's got his first bucket in this one.
Good to see McDermott down in the paint, and then he starts to show off a little bit more touch.
And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
The pass to Mozgov. Grab, dishes to Lynn. Tries again, and the nice bucket inside from Mozgov.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Ntilikina, defended by Lynn. Outside, Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. Definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And you know, Brent, we know top-level coaching is an all-in affair. Strategy, motivation, working the officials. But who are some of the most complete coaches in the league right now?
Well, the top of the list is Greg Popovich and what he does. There's no doubt that the way that he has his team prepared on a nightly basis, carrying out the game plan, the way he works the sidelines, as you mentioned, Kevin, Greg Popovich is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA coaches.
Unloads from 13. That one a little long.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Beasley outside. Cans the shot from the wing.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Here's Carroll. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carroll's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Timofey Mozgov, #1. Third is D'Angelo Russell.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Lee outside. They set the pick. Pass to Ntilikina. Out to the right wing. Here's O'Quinn. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Carroll gets it to go.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
New York's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Hernan Gomez, no good. 13 feet away. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Beasley outside. Looking to end the run. Off the iron that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Basket counts. LeVert's got 6.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
New York shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Lee kicks to Hernan Gomez. Over to the wing. Teardrop shot. The shot's good from Ntilikina. 7 points in the game.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Beasley. He's covered closely. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Poked loose, so it's Brooklyn now. Hollis Jefferson. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Brooklyn, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
A total team effort. Each guy looking to make the extra pass.
Well, as the coach of the team, you just can't ask for anything more. Obviously, this is propelling them to their advantage in the game.
Whitehead out there with Harris. Then it's DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Allen. And it's Zeller in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And stolen by Zeller. To the middle. And slam dunk by Allen.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Whitehead passes to Zeller. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Zeller's got his first points of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Noah, it's deflected.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The shot by Carroll, no good. New York shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A two-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Enes Kanter's checked in for New York. Noah kicks to Kanter. And that one is good.
That's still something that Noah does very well. Seeing the floor, keeping his head up. Got to play with your head on a swivel. Noah does that.
Here's Lin. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. To the inside, Beasley. Brooklyn with the rebound. Mozgov's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Russell dishes to Crabbe. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Crabbe's got 11 points.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat you.
There's the dish to Beasley. Picked by Lee, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Knicks, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And right now for Brooklyn, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Got a piece of it. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. Here's Russell. Goes to the reverse layup and caps it in. 10 points for him.
Yeah, multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
The feed now to Cantor. Russell against Hardaway. Back to Cantor. And the basket is good. Cantor's got 4 this quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, here's Lynn. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Lynn. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's McDermott. He can't get that one, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
Outside, Porzingis. There's a screen by Cantor. Porzingis kicks to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. Mozgov with the block. Russell against Hardaway. Here's Crabbe. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Crabbe's got 13.
Well, Crabbe's a shooter. If he gets his feet set, nice 1-2 hop like that, it's going through.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cantor, high post, shoots over Mozgov, off the left rim and out.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Crabbe, good.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
The Knicks shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Lynn with the steal. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal, shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Feeds it to McDermott. Outside, Porzingis. Back to McDermott. 5 to shoot. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation, because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
And he goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And New York making a change here. Sessions is checked in. Now here's Okafor. 8 points for him. A nice shot by LeVert.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Sessions passes to Cantor. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. And it's 8 points for Enes Kanter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for New York.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hardaway up top. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Here's Dinwiddie, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDermott with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's LeVert, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Sessions kicks to Kanter. Fader on the way, and that one hits back iron.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Buries the long-range jumper.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. He dishes it to Hardaway. Three-pointer. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hollis Jefferson passes to Mozgov. Here's Okafor. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Okafor's got 10 points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
There's a screen by Kanter, and Sessions kicks to McDermott. Back to Sessions. To the inside. Kanter's shot is off.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
To the paint. Here's LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. He's got 16.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Down low. Here's Kanter. On the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Mozgov against Sessions. Kicks to McDermott. To halt the run. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did in fact beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Ernie Johnson
Show.
here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well, going on a blazing 15-2 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And we return to Brooklyn in the Barclays Center, which you can see from that gorgeous shot from above the arena. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sport. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost, it's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got McDermott. Enes Kanter is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1. To the inside, Russell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
That's tipped. Pass to Ntilikina. Dishes it to McDermott. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, no defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for McDermott.
That's a good stroke by McDermott, looking to find opportunities like that. He has limitless range.
Russell dishes to Lynn. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. New York shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. They double him with Russell. Knocked loose. McDermott with it. Now defended by Mozgov. Ntilikina can't hit.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Knicks. The Nets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Pass to McDermott. And Lynn comes to help. Left side, Porzingis lets it go from deep. Here's Ntilikina. Makes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
Then the pass to Mozgov. Porzingis with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Knocked loose. Here's the break. Out to Russell from past the arc. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. With the teardrop, that's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And Ntilikina has that nifty floater. It just gets it up so fast, making it virtually unblockable.
Here's Crabbe, NBA official, NBA referee. Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
No, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay. That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Now here's Beasley. He's guarded by Cram. And there's a foul called on Alan Cram. That's his first foul. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 11. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Mozgov. New York shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. In a wide open look for Lynn. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 19 points for Lynn.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
The jump hook. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got 13.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And yes, it's good.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
He feeds it to O'Quinn. Beasley left side. Here's Ntilikina. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lynn's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Mozgov. Count it. 5 points in the game.
And I'll tell you what, at his size, once Mozgov gets the ball that close, it's lights out.
Here's Ntilikina, defended by Lynn. Beasley outside. Right wing, Ntilikina gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ntilikina's got 9 points in the quarter.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Here's Russell with the 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Hey, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Pass to Ntilikina. Knocked away. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. He kicks it to Okafor. And Lee pulls it down.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Here's Ntilikina. No good on the 3. Nets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Mozgov kicks to Okafor. Here's Lynn. Here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
A man with height and reach. Mozgov screaming extra chance point.
Beasley outside. New York moving it around. Here's Ntilikina. Drills the 3-pointer. Ntilikina's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
New York's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Now here's Beasley. He's guarded by Cram. No good from Beasley. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing the plane. You and I have shared this story, and I'll share it with you again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane, and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So my biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed. And the Nets miss again. The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Lee outside. Picked by O'Quinn. And it's Beasley in the corner. There's the pass to Sessions. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Brooklyn. Crabbe comes in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And then for New York, Enes Kanter comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Michael Beasley. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Here's Kanter. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
So for the Nets, Okafor is checked in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Russell in for Whitehead. McDermott's checked in for New York.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Noah dishes to Kanter. Got a piece of it. Shoots from the line. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Kanter's got 14 points for the game. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Excellent D from Kanter.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA. Celebrate. We've got Allen. Crabbe is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And that one's good by Noah.
Noah with the incredibly unique jumper. Looks like he's comfortable shooting from there. I might not be comfortable watching it. He made it.
Russell, no luck.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Noah the screen. Floats one up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, if your team won't be competing for a championship, talk about the balance between giving your first-round picks or young players the playing time they need to develop against making them earn their minutes. That's a very fragile movement back and forth.
I agree, Kevin. Such a tight rope to walk because you don't want to upset veterans on your team who still want to go out and compete on a nightly basis. And you also want to make sure that your rookies just aren't opening the door for them to go out and do whatever it is they want to do on the floor because of your team's situation. So I think that's where the communication between the coach and the staff and how it is that the player is developing, you just don't dole out the minutes for that player's progression.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Dinwiddie.
And this is why you like size in the backcourt. Russell taking the hit, yet still able to finish.
Sessions against Russell. Now Hardaway passes to Sessions. There's the dish to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The three. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Thomas. They grab their own miss. And Kuzminskis gets it to go.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Hardaway against Russell. Hardaway kicks it to Noah. Lynn against Sessions. Shoots over Lynn. Sessions, no good. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Out to Russell. Lynn from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's the screen. Noah dishes to Sessions. Back to Noah. And he banks in the layup. Noah's got 4 points in the quarter.
Noah gets in that deep, the defense going to have a tough time dealing with him that low. He's got skills enough to score under the bucket.
Lynn's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. That doesn't go in either for Sessions.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Thomas kicks to Kuzminskis. The feed to Hardaway. He dishes it to Noah. Shoots over Mozgov. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist from Hardaway.
Well, when Noah gets aggressive on the offense, I'd look out. These shots are pretty easy for him.
A nice shot by Lynn.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So, Brent, less than 0.1% of NBA fans bother to vote for the All-Star game. Do you think the league should devise a different way to choose the players for that big mid-season event?
I'd really like, again, this is an area, Kevin, that the league has done a great job of being a bit progressive with the way they've changed the All-Star balloting. 50% of the vote now going to the fans, 25% to the players, and 25% to the media. It's a way to make sure that guys who are having tremendous seasons are recognized both by their peers and their media rather than the fans getting ahead of some marketing scheme. So this has been addressed.
Perfect. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. Beasley comes in for Lance Thomas. Knicks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Noah with a screen on Mozgov. Off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Lynn. Lays it up off the glass. Lynn's got 30 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Poked away. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Tipped away. Sessions against Land. It's tipped.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
The Knicks pull it in. And here's Beasley. Brent, the NBA has a new CBA, a collective bargaining agreement. How big a win is this for everyone involved?
I don't think the league has been in a better situation than it is right now, Kevin. And for the fact that labor discussions all took place behind closed doors without anything sneaking out underneath them, I think it was great for the league. It's been great for Adam Silver. It's been great for the Players Association. So it's nice to see the train keep rolling.
Sessions against Lynn. Here's Sessions. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. Feeds it to Beasley. Over Russell. Lynn against Sessions. Just 4 to shoot. That doesn't go in either for Sessions. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Lynn the pass to Okafor. Back to Lynn, shoots a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Lynn's got 35 in the game.
And the way Lynn picks his spots, just knowing his place in the offensive schemes and scoring well as a result.
Oh, Quinn can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Lynn dishes to Moscow. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists now in the game.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lynn.
And so many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
16 feet away. Again, the Nets for 2.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. And Sessions kicks to Lee. Beasley sets a screen for Lee. Okafor grabs the miss.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play.
With another one, and I gassed up another one. Next to my baby, another one. Living like Khaled, yeah.